and we'll take on the Milwaukee Bucks. And to be honest, listen. I'll take this team against the Milwaukee Bucks any day, especially like with Giannis, because like I said, we beaten them before, and especially like what we did last year with a healthy Tyler Hero possibly, and with Kevin Love coming back with his veteran leadership. Like remember, he had 18 points in Game 1. And to be honest, for his age, he's had a pretty good regular season this year. So if
Yeah.
we are to lose, probably to the Boston Celtics because they are a juggernaut and they probably have the best starting five in the NBA.
I fully agree. I fully agree with that. Boston is a juggernaut. I mean, TZD feel like it's Milwaukee, but again, I think that with Milwaukee being put together, it's very rare that a team is put together like that, and then in the same year they just go all the way and win it all like that. So chemistry might be an issue for Milwaukee, but again, they got the talent. Boston, they have the talent and they have like the experience, and they're clicking. They're clicking right now. So it's really hard. So yeah, I like us to get past Boston. I like us to possibly get past Milwaukee as well to get there, but only time will tell. What else you got for us, Martel?
No, listen, thank you guys for thank you so much for allowing me to come on. Send
Yeah,
me this video so that I can post it on my channel. But that's about it, man. Hopefully, like we could talk Miami Heat hoops or just hoops
yeah.
in general going forward, like especially going into the playoffs and whatnot. So, but thank you
Yeah,
guys
no
for having me on.
doubt. No doubt. Man, we appreciate you once again for joining us and being a part of this. Martel, thank you again for taking your time to join us. Go ahead and give the Sports Time Zone fans your link or your URL, your ID. How can they find your podcast? How can they find the Heat Zone podcast on YouTube or whatever platform you?
It's just gonna be Miami Heat Zone on YouTube. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and like I said, like if you're from my channel, make sure that you guys come over here and do the same.
Yeah, no doubt, man. And you gotta, I'm dying to be a guest on your show. So you gotta have yours truly and TZD come on the show one of these days so we can come and, share and return the love to you. As you have came on our show and showed us love, we want to do the same thing. So salute to you again, Martel. We appreciate you for being here. Ladies and gentlemen. Martel, the Heat Zone podcast host. Shout out to him and salute once again, brother. Thanks for joining us. All right, TZ, man, yeah, that was good to have a guest like that join the show. So that was pretty dope. But we got a little bit more to cover. So I want to make sure that we jump right into what we need to cover.
Ready.
Yeah, I already know you ready. I know you locked in and loaded. What I want to get into first now, this of course is March Madness. This is the NCAA tournament. This is both the men and the women. The brackets are already set for both the men and the women on the NCAA tournament. The bracket has, for the women, it has Iowa and LSU in the same bracket for a potential rematch of their championship that they had last year, but they could potentially meet this year in the Elite Eight. Now, Iowa has a tough road to get there. If Caitlin Clark in her senior year does not win the championship, do you see this being a blemish on her legacy?
Not at all. I feel like she's already accomplished so much. She's already been there in the big moment. She achieved stuff. They just ready for her to go to the league. That's the next step now. She goes to the league, especially like she's going to be number one pick, I think, in my opinion. I don't think nobody's going to pick anybody else over her. So that's big for her. And I feel like her legacy is already stamped. She can go out second round and not even get to the Final Four, the Elite Eight, just because of what she already accomplished in her 4 years, 3-4 years that she's been at Iowa. So that's big for her moving forward.
Agreed. Now, will this be a blemish on her legacy if she doesn't win it? No, probably not. Should it be a blemish? Hell yeah, it should be a blemish. And I'm going to tell you why. Because, look at it like this. Okay, you've got it all. She's got the scoring title. She's got the accolades. She's done it all that we've seen anyone do in college basketball, but she has not won the championship. She's a senior. If she would have won the championship last year as a junior, they would have been crowning her as probably the greatest player, male or female, in basketball history. But the fact that she didn't, and then she comes back for her senior year, and if she doesn't win it, yeah, of course, she's still Caitlin Clark. She still's got the scoring titles. She's still this amazing phenom that ESPN and all of the other networks and everybody wants to exalt and put her as the face of women's basketball. But just to look at a few people who have come before her and have done a little bit, pretty much what she's doing, but won championships with it. This is a little bit before your time, TZ, but Cheryl Miller, the sister of Reggie Miller, won back-to-back NCAA championships in 83 and 84 while having a career average of 24 points, 12 rebounds, 3 blocks, and 4 steals per game. I don't see, no disrespect to Caitlin. She's one of the greatest offensive scorers I've ever seen, but I don't see the defensive side of her. I don't see the 12 rebounds. I don't see the 3 blocks. I don't see the 4 steals. Even Maya Moore from UConn, who came out a few years back, averaged 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 steals a game, and has a total of 204 blocks through her entire college career. And she's also won back-to-back NCAA championships. Caitlin Clark's numbers are phenomenal. 32 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists, and 1.5 steals per game, though. 1.5 steals and 0.5 block shots a game. So we just not looking at defense at all when we saying who the GOAT is. Like, we just going to say offensively she's the greatest, but we're going to ignore the fact that she only averaged 1.5 steal a game and 0.5 blocks a game, when others who've come before her who have won championships also averaging double-doubles, but also get defensive numbers too. Mm-hmm. So, no, I'm not saying that Caitlin is a scrub by any means. She's one of the greatest that I've ever seen do it. But, again, if we're going to call her the GOAT and she doesn't have these defensive numbers that all some of these other great women's basketball players have, she better have a championship or something to go with it. And that's just in my book. But I don't think that the league, I don't think that the public really cares about her winning a championship. Like you said, she's already solidified her legacy from what she did last year. And then what she's doing now this year is just adding on to that legacy. So I don't see that it will blemish it, but I just feel like it possibly should. So that's all.
If she wins, that's only just gonna make her more just great. Like,
now
you did all this, now you win an NCAA tournament now. Like, yeah, you number one right now, hands down. Like, I'm ready to pick you right now. Like, that would just put her way over the top, like in terms of winning it.
Yeah, if she wins it, I definitely want to give her the utmost respect. I'll take back all of what I said about all of these other players. But if she win the championship this year, and she's got a tough road too, because
it's a couple women's teams that I like. I like Iowa. I like South Carolina. I like LSU still, and I like Cal. They got some girl named Juju Watkins.
Southern Cal, Juju Watkins, man.
She's nice.
Caitlin has to go through Juju because Juju is in her bracket.
Oh yeah, so that's gonna be. I'm gonna tap in that game.
I'm locking into that one because that they're in the same bracket and they could very well meet before they even get to the elite.
Juju, because I feel like if she's not even like a junior or a senior, she'll be in the league within the next year or so because she's ready.
Oh yeah, she definitely is.
In her 30s, and she's shooting the ball too. Like, I'm like, dang.
She definitely is. I like what I see from her. Juju, she can put it together. So
it's my first time ever hearing. I ain't hear about it till this year.
She just well, isn't she a freshman?
I think she might be.
Yeah, Juju is just a freshman. So she's as a freshman, she's putting up numbers like this, and she's doing her thing. I mean, who knows?
She to leave by next year.
And the next, she probably gonna be 1 or 2 and done, and probably hit it after that, but. I don't know. The women's, they generally stick around a little bit longer than the men do. Like the women have 4-year players in college where most of the men, they like 1 piece or 2 years piece, they out. Like, So Juju may stick around a little bit longer. So we'll see what happens with that. Moving over, and we're going to get back to the NBA, but moving over to the NFL, we're going to jump around a little bit. There was a huge move that happened over the weekend, and it kind of took a lot of people by surprise. Justin Fields to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Justin Fields gets traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers for a pack of Newports and a Heineken. Like, it was a sixth round pick. Like, first of all, Chicago, y'all gotta y'all gotta hold this L, because what the Bears went through to draft Justin Fields, what they traded to move up in the draft to get Jordan Fields, and then you turn around and give him up for a pack of backwoods. Like, I don't know, but I will tell you this: I love the move for Pittsburgh. I love the move for Justin Fields, and I love the move for Tomlin. Mm-hmm. All parties involved, it seems like they came out winning, except for Chicago. How you feel about that move with Justin Fields going to Pittsburgh?
I like it. It's going to be crazy to see how they kind of put that together with those two, because I feel like Justin Fields was kind of like, if he was to be traded, he would be starting somewhere, because I feel like he's ready. So it puts him in a kind of sticky situation now, because he's the backup right now. They're leaning towards Russell Wilson starting. Yeah. So this is a chance for him to grow, keep moving forward, keep his head up, because he's gonna get minutes. I just want to see how they're gonna play it. Like, are they gonna go, like, you play first half, second half, or if you hot, then I'll put you in or keep you in, or if you're playing bad, do I take you out? So that's what I'm interested to see, how they gonna match those two together. But that's great for him, though, to have Russell Wilson as your, like, kind of mentor and get you more prepared, and, you know what I'm saying, give you more game in this league. It's big for him.
I think it's perfect. I think it's a perfect fit, just like you said, mostly because of the last little piece. I mean, Russell Wilson has maybe 2 years left in him. Mm-hmm. And, like, even if he plays at a high elite level for these last 2 years, Justin Fields is still going to be like, 25, 26 by the time those 2 years are up. So he would have had an opportunity to sit behind a Super Bowl quarterback. And then Russell also is the kind of guy where I don't see him having a problem with mentoring Justin Fields. It's some quarterbacks where I'll be like, nah, he ain't going to want to mentor nobody. But Russell, I can see Russell being at the stage of his career now where he's like, okay, you know, I only got a couple more years left. Let me go ahead and mentor this kid and show him the ropes or whatever. So I can see that happening. And two, it's no guarantee that Russell Wilson is going to even play well this year. We could see Justin Fields taking over somewhere midway through the season. We could see them pulling the reins and giving it to Justin. If Russell come out there and goes like 1-3 or 0-4 or something crazy like that, I guarantee you that we'll see Justin Fields in the starting lineup. So I think it's great for Justin that he doesn't just get thrown right into the fire. He has a chance to kind of ease his way into it. And then Tomlin is he's a player's coach. So Justin, coming from a team where the coach was just horrible. He had, like, I don't know how many coaches and offense and coordinators that he had to play and deal with. Now he comes to a situation that's stable. This is like a stable situation. Tomlin ain't going nowhere. He's going to be the coach. Their OC is going to be there. You know, they have a system in place already. And I think by that structure, I think Justin is going to benefit from that, because he ain't really had no structure in the Bears. The Bears ain't have no structure. It was just like, 1 year, this is the OC. Next year, that's the OC. Okay, we're going to try this. Then we're going to try. So he never really had no structure. So for him to be there and have a mentor in Russell Wilson, I think this will be great. And it also is great for Russell to be able to pass on something and leave a legacy behind that, hey, I helped mold Justin Fields. I helped Justin Fields get to the place that where he is now. So I think that's going to be real good for Russell also to have that. Now, on the flip side of that, also, Pickett, the quarterback who used to be the quarterback for the Steelers, he got traded to the Eagles. And from what I heard, I don't know if it's true, but what I heard when I was watching a sports show, he asked to be traded. He asked to be traded. When Russell Wilson came in, he was like, I don't want to compete with Russell Wilson. I want to just go. So you scared to compete with an aging Russell Wilson? Like you're
not even gonna touch the field in Philadelphia, buddy.
He ain't gonna sniff the field in Philly. He ain't gonna sniff it. So I don't know. So I guess he just like, all right, I don't play it safe. I just sit here and be a career backup for the rest of my life. Because that was his only shot at competing for a starting job. You had an opportunity to compete for the starting job. The job was open for you to compete for it, but you got shook because it's Russell, because it's an aging Russell Wilson, and then you demand to get traded. So yeah, so Tomlin gladly traded him. So he got traded
too. I would have shipped him so quick. Bye.
Yeah, of course. He got traded because again, he don't have the heart, and that says a lot right there. And I'll be like, I'm glad you said that. So now we got to see, where your real true heart is, and what you bring to the table. And that's just he has no confidence in himself, no intestinal fortitude, none of that.
That would be tough though, because imagine if he stay. Now you got to worry about Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. You might not even see the field if you stay over there because you got both of them.
Yeah, I get it, but I still feel like he showed a very weak side.
Go to the Jets if you want to be a quarterback.
You might as well. Yeah, you know what? You're right. He wouldn't have. Yeah, you might as well because they ain't gonna sniff no playing time nowhere he go. But anyway, shout out to Justin Fields, man. Congratulations. I'm glad you finally got yourself into a situation that is going to be beneficial to you. I know over the last several weeks, we speculating about where Justin Fields is going to go. Now we know where he's at. It's in Pittsburgh. He got a really good coach. He got a really good Super Bowl quarterback that he can learn behind. So I think this is really good for Justin Fields. Now, shifting over to our next topic. This is bracket time. This is bracket time for the NCAA tournament. So I know a lot of y'all out there, even people who don't really watch college basketball, they fill out brackets. It'd be people who have an office bracket polls and all of that. So what we're going to do, yours truly and TZD, we're going to help y'all fill out y'all brackets for those of y'all who don't know who to pick, don't know what to pick, don't know what to do. We got you. We got you right here. And if y'all got something different, drop it in the comments too. So I'm just going to run down the line of my bracket picks, and TZD, most of the picks we agree on, some of the picks we don't. So it's up to y'all out there to decide.
Okay, read me the odds right now.
You want to roll with my pick or you want to roll with TZD picks? So here we go. We about to run it right now. I'm going to go through it real quick, all right? So number 1 UConn versus number 16 Stetson. I got UConn. Who you got?
UConn.
Number 8 FAU versus number 9 Northwestern. I got FAU.
I do too.
All right, y'all pay attention. Make sure y'all taking notes and write down. It's for all of y'all who don't have picks already.
First round, they got to.
Yeah, but some people don't watch college basketball at all. This is for y'all who want to do brackets, but y'all don't know nothing. So y'all pay attention and listen to me and TZD. If you fill out your brackets the way we telling you, you have a better chance of winning. All right, San Diego State, which is number 5 against number 12 UAB. I got San Diego State.
I got San Diego State.
Number 4 Auburn versus number 13 Yale. I got number 4 Auburn.
I got Auburn.
Number 6 BYU versus number 11 Buccaneers. Who you got?
BYU.
Number 3 Illinois, the Fighting Illini versus number 14 Morehead State. I got Illinois. Number 7 Washington State versus Drake. Number 10. Who you got?
Washington State.
I got Washington State too. Number 2, Iowa State versus number 15, South Dakota. Who you got?
Iowa State.
All right, moving to the West bracket. Number 1, North Carolina Tar Heels versus number 16, Wagner or Howard. Who you got?
North Carolina.
Number 8, Mississippi State versus number 9, Michigan State. I got Michigan State at number 9. Who you got?
Michigan State.
So far, we got all the same picks. Y'all pay attention. Me and TZ both pick it. Y'all better be picking these same picks.
It's that next round that
it's going to get choppy in the second round. Number 5, St. Mary's versus number 12, Grand Canyon. I got St. Mary's.
St. Mary's.
Number 4, Alabama versus number 13, Charleston. I got Bama.
I got Alabama.
Number 6, Clemson versus number 11, New Mexico. I got Clemson.
I got Clemson.
Number 3, Baylor versus number 14, Colgate. I got Baylor.
I got Baylor.
Number 7, Dayton versus number 10, Nevada. I actually got Nevada.
I got Dayton.
Okay, that's where me and TZD differ. Dayton or Nevada, y'all look at that.
Is that first round, second round?
That's first. We're still in the first round.
First round? Yeah, I got Dayton.
Okay. Number 2, Arizona versus 15, Long Beach State. I got Zona.
Arizona.
In the South bracket, number 1, Houston versus number 16, Longwood. I got Houston.
Houston.
Number 8, Nebraska versus 9, Texas A&M. Who you got?
That one was tough. I remember this matchup. Nebraska, Texas State, Texas
A&M. I got A&M.
I'm gonna go Nebraska.
Okay, that's where we differ. All right, number 5, Wisconsin versus number 12, James Madison.
Wisconsin.
I got Wisconsin too. Number 4, Duke versus number 13, Vermont. Duke. Number 6, Texas Tech versus 11, NC State.
Texas
Tech. Number 3, Kentucky versus 14, Oakland.
Kentucky.
Number 7, Florida versus number 10, Boise State or Colorado. I got Florida. Number 2, Marquette versus 15, Western Kentucky. Marquette. Number 1, Purdue versus number 16. What? Grambling? Grambling or Montana State. They have to play each other to get in versus Purdue.
So they play the winner of that play Purdue.
Yeah.
Purdue.
I'm still going Purdue. Shout out to Grambling State, HBCU. Y'all boys, y'all got in there. Y'all gotta play y'all way in. So we'll see what happens.
I want to make a shout out too. Shout out Oakland. Oakland, that's here. That's kind of, you know what I'm saying? That's Michigan school. And they got a player from Detroit. He went to Old Redford. Rocket.
Okay. So shout out. Who's the player?
They're playing Kentucky, which is crazy because Rob Dillingham is kind of a star.
Okay.
So him and Rocket, you know what I'm saying? I want to see how that game just play out. That's two big time players.
I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna keep my eyes open for that one. I'm definitely
making a tournament. That's big. They ain't made it forever.
Yeah, and shoot, Grambling. I heard this was Grambling's first time making a tournament in like 16 years, something like that. So, salute to Grambling just for even being an HBCU and getting your foot in the door. Number 8, Utah State versus number 9, TCU. I got TCU.
That one kind of tough.
It's tough. 8 versus 9s. Those are always tough.
TCU and who?
Utah State.
I'm gonna go Utah.
All right, Utah State. All right, so that's a flip flop. Y'all decide on who you want to roll with, me or TZD on that one. Gonzaga, number 5 versus number 12, McNeese.
Gonzaga.
I got the Zags too. Kansas, number 4 against number 13, Samford.
Kansas.
Number 6, Carolina versus number 11, Oregon. What?
Wait, North Carolina?
South.
No, Oregon, yeah.
Oh, you still got Oregon? Okay. I took South Carolina. I hesitated a little bit on that one, but yeah, I did go with South Carolina. Number 3, Creighton versus number 14, Akron.
Creighton.
Number 7, Texas versus number 10, either UVA or CSU. I got Texas against either of them.
Texas.
Number 2, Tennessee versus 15 St. Pete.
Tennessee.
Tennessee it is for me too. All right, so that was the first round, y'all. That was the first round.
It's a
Now,
couple little tough matchups, those little 3 games. I'm tough.
yeah, it really was. That was tough. All right, now let's jump ahead. So now we got number 1 UConn versus number 4 Auburn.
I'm going UConn.
I'm going UConn too. Illinois number 3 versus number 2 Iowa State.
Illinois.
I'm going Illinois too. Number 1 Carolina versus 4 Bama. Carolina. Number 6 Clemson versus number 2 Zona.
Arizona.
Zona too. Number 1 Houston versus number 4 Duke.
Houston.
I got Duke. After what I saw from Houston getting dismantled over the weekend.
I like Duke. Duke, one of my favorites just in general of this legendary schools. I don't know. They talent. I don't know. They got a couple players I like. Houston they always be sweet every year for some reason. I don't know.
I agree.
I'm gonna go Houston though. Still, that's
a tough one. Number 3 Kentucky versus number 7 Florida. I got Kentucky. Number 1 Purdue versus number 4 Kansas. Kansas. I got Kansas on that one. Yeah, that's a tough one, y'all.
I've been hearing some Purdue. Purdue ain't been getting the job done lately, so
yeah, I like what I saw from Kansas, but y'all drop in the comments if y'all who y'all think when me and TZD don't agree on something. Y'all drop in the comments who y'all think actually should or will win. Number 3 Creighton versus number 2 Tennessee. I got Creighton. Wow. Okay. So yeah, that's another one. It gets tougher. All right. Yeah. Next round. Duke versus Kentucky.
Kentucky.
I got Kentucky also.
I like Kentucky. I like them. They sweet. I like Kentucky.
I like Kentucky too. Kansas versus Creighton.
Kansas.
Okay. Kansas there. I like them too.
Some of these matches I'm going based off coaching as well, because some of these coaches I already know who they coach for. So I'm just taking the coaching side because you know what I'm saying.
I feel you. You got to look at coach. You got to look at the whole aspect of the game.
Coaches, so some of these matches are coaching too.
Got to look at the whole aspect of the game. Okay. So number 1 UConn and number 3 Illinois. I think we went UConn on that, or you. Did we say that one? UConn versus Illinois. Let's just throw that again. Who you got? Number 1 UConn versus number 3 Illinois.
I'm gonna go UConn.
Yeah, I'm going UConn too. Okay. So we done got down to the 8. Now we're all right. Now
this kind of tough. That one's tough.
That one's real tough. So now we down to the 4.
Final 4?
Yeah, well, you know what? So these are my picks, but on your bracket it looks a little different because your 4, I believe you text me your 4. You had
Houston, Kentucky.
Yep. But you had Houston in your final 4 too.
Yeah, Houston and Kentucky, right? I think I had Kentucky.
Yeah, you did. You had Houston and Kentucky. So we're going to take y'all all the way to the 4, but because me and TZD have 2 different selections that y'all got to work that part out. But we got y'all all the way to the 4. So from there, y'all should be able to put together who y'all think is going to win and just kind of follow the stats, follow the games, follow what's going on in the NCAA tournament, and then y'all won't be in a complete darkness. But we wanted to give y'all a little hand. But y'all make sure y'all hold us accountable. If my bracket gets busted in the first day of the tournament, I'm going to be mad because it's always an upset that happens in the first round that nobody saw coming.
I'm following my bracket tightly. Every day I'm looking like, okay, I'm looking good. I think especially the first round. I feel like first round is going like everybody should win their first round matchup. When it gets to that second round, Sweet 16, you know what I'm saying, Elite 8, that's when it gets tough.
That's when it's hard. It's hard to predict those Elite 8, Sweet 16s, the 4s. That's when it gets tough. The first couple rounds usually easy, but again, it's always some team in the first round that nobody ever saw coming and nobody heard of that just throws the brackets all off. I didn't pick one of them teams in the first round this year. I picked just based off of what I know and the seedings, but it's very possible that our brackets could be completely off in the first round. So y'all just continue to watch for that and look for that. But I don't think it'll happen. So, but we'll see what happens. So now y'all got a dope little blueprint to follow for your bracket.
Y'all keep us updated. Y'all put those things together and see how y'all feel.
Continue to do that.
Put it in the comments. I want to know.
Drop it in the comments. Let us know what the deal. TZD, we have come to that time.
Talk to me.
We have come to that time.
Representing the Black History moment of the week.
You know it, the Black History moment of the week. And this week's Black History moment, and it's a couple of them, but I'm going to highlight the main one. This is the history moment of the week because on this very day, we're going back to 1995. We're going back to 95. In 1995, on this very day, His Airness, Michael Jordan, after playing a whole season of Major League and minor league baseball, made his announcement on this day that he was returning to the NBA. And he was returning. This was the day that all of the NBA was shook. They were shook. They feared this day. Because when Jordan came back and he said, I'm done with baseball, I'm returning to basketball, that's when everybody knew playtime was done. Playtime done. So the Rockets winning back-to-back championships while Jordan was gone. The Orlando Magic getting to the finals while Jordan was gone. The New York Knicks, all of these teams that were having a ball while Jordan was gone was shook on this very day back in 1995. Because what did Jordan do when he came back? He went on to win again. Another, what was it? How many? 3 championships again. How do you leave basketball, chill, go play baseball for a couple of years, and then come back and three-peat? Like who?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was crazy. So salute to Michael Jordan, His Airness on this very day, putting the whole league on notice and having everybody shook just from you saying you was coming back.
That's big. That's real big.
That's a huge one. And also on this day, but we're going further back, in 1991, Iron Mike Tyson knocked out #1 contender Donovan Razor Ruddock in the 7th round. This was just Mike being Mike. Mike Tyson was still at his prime. He was still at the apex of his career, and he put those hands on Donovan Razor Ruddock and knocked his ass out in round 7, as only Mike Tyson does, and he did it with his patented classic hook to the ribs, hook to the other rib, uppercut right through your grill. And that's Mike Tyson's classic combo. So salute to Mike Tyson also for putting Razor Ruddock on his ass on this day back in 1991. So that's our history moment. As far as our 2-minute drill, Derrick Rose retires. D Rose retires at age 35 after 15 seasons. Any thoughts for D Rose?
D Rose is one of the greatest. One that had the biggest MVP seasons ever. I remember the game he got hurt. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah. I remember too. He was never the same after that. He was never the same.
He had 2 of them.
Yeah, he did. Who would ever know what Derrick Rose's career would have been if he never got hurt? Like, he was an MVP. He was, matter of fact, He was the only person to win MVP in a Chicago Bulls uniform outside of Michael Jordan. So that says a lot. So for him to come behind Jordan and win MVP in a Bulls uniform as a point guard, that says a lot. If y'all ain't never seen Derrick Rose play, y'all go on YouTube and y'all pull up some D Rose highlights. He was like that.
And if y'all never seen Derrick Rose play or seen highlights, unsubscribe from TimeZone right now.
Yeah, I'm with y'all. If y'all ain't never, I don't know what y'all been watching. If y'all ain't never
open
seen,
your eyes, peoples.
If y'all ain't never seen Derrick Rose, that's crazy. Also, another retirement. This one coming from the NFL. Aaron Donald retires at age 32. Super Bowl MVP after 10 seasons.
I seen that. Salute to Aaron Donald. I ain't mad at him for it now.
I ain't mad at all either. One of the greatest defensive linemen that I've ever seen play the game. After 10 seasons, he came in, he got his bag, he got his Super Bowl ring. He done did it all. What else why does he want to hang around for? He's 32 years old. He still got his mind, his consciousness. He ain't got no CTE, no crazy concussions or nothing like that. So, of course, come in, get your bag, get your ring, and get out of there. So, salute to Aaron Donald. Salute to you, one of the greatest that we've ever seen do it. So, really happy to see him ride off into the sunset after all of those accomplishments that he's had. So salute to Aaron Donald and congratulations on your retirement, brother. You deserved it and you've earned it all. One last thing here. Mike Tyson, we just spoke about Mike Tyson. He is going to be fighting against Jake Paul. He got a fight. I
can't wait to see that.
I'm looking forward to that. My heart is going with Mike Tyson, even though he's like almost 60. It's hard to believe Mike Tyson is almost 60 years old and he's going to be fighting against this Jake Paul guy.
He might knock him out.
I hope so. I just hope Jake Paul don't run. I hope he don't run because I just have a feeling he's going to run. Like he going to get in there and as soon as he feels Mike's power, he going to be on his horse. He going to try to do some stick and move type ish, but I like Mike Tyson to win it, and I'm hoping he closes it out early in the fight. Like put him on his ass. Do it for boxing. Put this boy on his ass for boxing because I don't like
that game. Put that match in y'all comments right now. Who y'all see coming out victorious? I got Mike Tyson.
Sure. I got Mike too. I'm tired of Jake Paul's mouth. I don't like his mouth. Like he talk too much. He get on my nerves. I ain't feeling him at all. So please, Mike, please. Put him on his ass and end all of this shit.
Put him in that Blinsky.
Yeah, put him in that exactly. And y'all put it in the comments. All right, tonight's NBA matchups. Real quick, Cleveland at Indiana. Who you got?
Pacers.
I'm going Pacers too at home. Detroit at Boston. I'm going Boston.
I'm going Boston.
We got a game going on right now. Miami at Philly. It's a close game. It's within 2 points. I like my Heat.
I'm gonna go Miami.
Portland at Chicago.
Chicago.
I like Chicago too. Minnesota at Utah.
I'm gonna go Utah.
Yeah, because Minnesota. There's still no Gobert and still no Karl Anthony Towns, right? Yeah. I think I'm going to go Utah on that one too. New York coming in to play your Golden State Warriors in Oakland, California.
Warriors.
I like the Warriors too. And forgive me, they're in San Francisco now. They don't play it. They play in San Francisco, I think. So I like the Golden State Warriors too on that. Memphis Grizzlies at Sacramento.
The Kings.
I like the Kings. Atlanta Hawks visiting the Lakers.
Lakers.
Atlanta's been turning up lately.
I'm gonna go Lakers though.
Yeah, I go Lakers. And just for shits and giggles, Tuesday's matchup: Charlotte Hornets at Orlando Magic.
Magic.
I like Orlando. Houston Rockets visiting the Washington Wizards.
Rockets.
Houston. I like them too. New Orleans Pelicans visiting Brooklyn Nets.
Pelicans.
I like the Pelicans. Dallas visiting San Antonio in-state matchup.
Dallas.
Denver visiting Minnesota.
Mm.
And I like Dallas too, by the way, on that last one.
I'm gonna go Denver.
Denver visiting Minnesota. I'm gonna go Minnesota. I'm gonna go Minnesota on that.
I'm not mad at it at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Minnesota. I think Denver can be had for another game, especially the way that Dallas shocked them and stunned them like that. I could see Minnesota turning up, and that game is gonna be on NBA TV, so that's a nationally televised game as well. But there y'all have it. That's our 2-minute drill. That's our full breakdown of everything. We gave y'all everything y'all need. Now make sure y'all tune in next week. Next week is gonna be huge. It is the last Monday of Women's History Month. And we're going to have an all-female panel joining us. All the ladies, we're going to have lady sports fans coming on here, some former athletes, some former female athletes. And it's going to be a really, really dope episode. So just to support and salute to all the ladies out there, make sure y'all tune in. Next week is all about y'all. So we see y'all next weekend on that.
Shout out to all the women out there.
Yeah, salute. So make sure y'all continue. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe, hit that share. We're gonna be
like, share, subscribe.
We trying to run it up.
Yes,
we trying to run it up. We are the only podcast. So y'all holla. Salute once again. Thank you to our guests that we had from the Heat Zone, the host. Also, thanks to everybody who tunes in. Y'all lay round for it next week. Yours truly, brother Numse.
Your boy TZ.
Holla. Bless.